Valorant's new map, Abyss, is here, and to be honest, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm not very good at the game, so I'm not going to comment on whether or not this is a good map or not, though I want to note that I do think that it is a creative way to spin on how you play the game. Valorant advertised this map as one that would be filled with secrets at every chance they could. The weird mysteries surrounding everything in the game, like Omen's lore, Harbor and ISO being hired by a random group of people, and all that has honestly felt a little out of place. Well, we're finally getting some answers to all that information. Not necessarily in the form of a full answer, but through this map, there is a very interesting language that me and my friend noticed, and we spent the past 2 or so hours deciphering everything that we could. This is what we found. First, I do want to note that a few weeks ago, I saw that someone posted on Reddit that in the night market, there is a weird message that couldn't be translated. It's the only post I can find in regard to this, so I'm just going to assume that it was never translated. After throwing it through the decipher, I found that it says Caution Edge, clearly in reference to the new map's release with all of its drops. Moving on, I believe that this may mean that the Scions, I'm not 100% sure, may have been the ones to actually invent the spike, as shown here, where we can see a sign stating extraction with a symbol that very clearly resembles this spike. Next, we have this sign located in attacker spawn that says, Welcome to the Elder Grotto, which I believe is just a welcome sign to the Scions HQ. Next, on A site is a sign that says Power Generator, meaning exactly what I think it means. It's a generator site, so that's the new callout, I guess. Next on the same site is Vault Access, making me believe that this is also where they store the Radianite. This also adds up as it's a site, and sites tend to hold Radianite. Towards Defender spawn, we can find the sign that states, In honor of all fallen Scions. I don't exactly know what this means, other than a place where the group shows respect for all those that died in the line of duty. Next, we have what I believe to be their motto, if you will. The hourglass turns. An odd phrase for sure, but I'm assuming it's along the lines of we always push forward. In mid, we find a museum, which is filled with skins that we all know and love. On the sign next to it, it says, Caution, Radianite artifacts, handle with care. Seeing as all of these are in-game skins and seemingly historical images next to them, I feel that this is similar to Icebox Lab, where Yoru's gear originally was. Nearby, there's a sign that says task completion 100%, and to be honest, I have no idea what this means, as there are 6, not 5 spots, so honestly, this could be up in the air. In a lab near B site, we can find a screen that says Purge Data Confirmation, yes or no. I think this is supposed to mean that as ISO, Omen, and Clove were raiding the place, they tried to delete vital information, but couldn't in time as there's similar signs found around the map. Here is another location where we can see where it just says Purge Data Confirmations, and below Seed Registry. I feel this is a similar case to the last one, as well as a sign that just says Purge, though it's worth noting that this is near to some fish tanks that look like they have creatures similar to Thrash. Near this sign, we can also find another that says Salinity, assuming that these tanks are saltwater and hold creatures that are similar to Thrash in the fact that they're both sharks. In a different lab near A, we can find these screens that state Prisoner Sample Bump Analysis Scanning in Progress, and what appears to be a Mage Bloom, correct me if I'm wrong. I can only assume that either whoever we saw at the end of the trailer or Omen is the said prisoner, but other than that, I have zero ideas. Finally, the big one, a sign that says, Scions there shall be tending the turning of the hourglass, to safeguard truths forbidden and confine all to the abyss for the hourglass turns. I'll be honest, I have no idea what this is saying, but I have a few ideas that I can get to in a second. Really quick, I just wanted to show the cipher that we use and say thank you to my friend who honestly did most of the work. He did all the translating, and I think I translated like 2 of these. Feel free to screenshot this and use it to decipher anything else you find, as I think that there's probably a few things that we missed. Okay, on to my theory. Radiant has shown up throughout history, turning massive tides in battles. We see this through objects like weapons from the Oni bundle, Gaia's Vengeance, and even Reaver. The Scions of Hourglass have tried for centuries to keep this hidden, but have only ever messed up a few times. This worked out until the First Light, the event that A brought Radianite into the world, and B gave us Radiants, the people who have superpowers. There's nothing more obvious than that. This would also explain how characters like Reyna could be hundreds of years old despite the First Light happening fairly recently. After the First Light, the Scions possibly split up into 2 groups, one keeping the original name and the other seeing possible profit and wealth, becoming Kingdom, everyone's favorite company and the group that leads the Valorant team. This would explain why Kingdom is so adamant about defeating the Scions of the Hourglass and getting rid of them. I also believe that the naming convention is very important. We go from Scions, which literally mean a descendant from notable families, to Kingdom, an obvious connection. It would also explain why both of them seem to have such a good understanding of Radianite, despite it being fairly new, as Kingdom has made power generators for entire cities and new weapons, and the Scions of Hourglass seem to be making super weapons out of them. This is all I've got. Let me know what you guys think. I honestly love Valorant's lore and want to look deeper into it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.